Hey guys, this is the watch list video for Wednesday, June 2nd, showing you the SPY here, which we gapped up and looks like kind of sold off throughout the day. But I'll tell you what, June 1st, typically is thought of the beginning of summer trading, long, boring, slow summer. You can't judge the summer by one day, but this might be a fun summer, right? There was some really good stuff today and some crazy stuff in after hours from what I just got back to the PC here. After hours is closed now, but I remember thinking, I'd like to watch AMC if I could hang around, and if it breaks its intraday high in the after hours, might be a decent little pop there. And as I'm babbling, it's trading. It closed out at 37.66. I'll show you. Let me show you AMC real quick here. So had a headline. I actually called this and traded this right here through 32, and within 5 minutes or so, it's at 33.53, and I'm literally selling the whole time it's going up, little at a time, little at a time. And I set my last 100 shares for like 31.99 or something. And I wasn't even in the room. I went to grab a sandwich or something. And next thing I know, I heard a news squawk say something. Somebody's saying to sell. They're selling some hedge fund or something, selling the rest of their AMC, and it got slapped down. But then I said in chat, hey, this held up pretty. By the way, I had like 20 cent slippage on my last 100 shares. But really had a nice trade in it. Anyway, I said in the afternoon, this thing's really holding up. And you'd have to think a bunch of shorts jumped in on that hedge fund comment. And so I was thinking if it breaks 33.50 in after hours, and I'll show it to you here, could be good. I just couldn't hang around. I had stuff to do. But you can see right there, there's the 33.50 break all the way up over 39 at one point. So kind of mad at myself, but at the same time, I don't have the luxury to stay there for the entire after-hour session sometimes. But I'm telling you, there's money to be made if you focus on the right ones on these after-hour sessions. Anyway, let's get to here, a couple highlights from the day. I actually called Mosy, M-O-S-Y. 5-minute candles. Let me get after hours back off there now. I actually called M-O-S-Y over this opening red 5-minute candle, which would have been right around 5:55. I was able to get it, and look at that. I mean, this is the kind of stuff we teach in our course. We look for entries that should be green right away, and all you got to do is worry about scaling out, right? And that one worked like a charm. I got long at 5:55-ish, and within 10 minutes, it's up almost $1, and that was a neat little trade. It ended up closing strong, by the way, so I do think we need to watch that one tomorrow as well. But my list is too long. I'm actually going to take a couple off there. All right, anyway, so that was one highlight from the day. I know Wayne called DLPN when TCAT was halted for news, and then they came out with the news, I think, and Wayne called DLPN through 9, which was right there. He had the high of day above. It dilly-dallied for a little bit and then ended up ripping after TCAT opened back up from the halt, and a nice move there. So there's a couple highlights from the day, but I had several decent trades today. What are we watching tomorrow? Let's just get to it. OEG, really, really strong move today. Strong volume and a pretty strong close. After hours, where's that? That one, 789 is where it went out in after hours. So not much of an after hours move like some of the others. CCIV breaking out of a base here to the upside. A little extra volume. We're going to keep a close eye on that one. Remember, I'm a day trader. These are all potential day trades tomorrow. I'm not holding anything overnight. MVIS had this pop a couple sessions ago and closed at the lows, and next thing you know, it's right back up. So that one's pretty interesting. AI, nice volume, nice breakout today. Looks like it could have another day in it. We'll see if it gives a setup. WPG, strong volume and a pretty strong close. I mean, well off the highs, but still, that 106 million shares is going to catch some attention from people like me, right, who are scanning at the end of the day. And that one could have a red to green kind of follow through type day. So I want to watch that one. PEI, which I believe is in the same space. I think those are both REITs. ENG. I think this was touted as a sympathy to OEG. So anyway, pretty strong volume, pretty strong close. ANVS. This was my, you've heard me say, I love trading and very, very consistently profitable. But I've never ended a day where I didn't feel like an idiot. And that's something that as a trader, if you're going to trade for a living, you have to get used to that, right? It's not easy to come to grips with how stupid we are at the end of every day. I mean, if a brain surgeon did that, there'd be a lot of dead bodies, right? But day trading's different because we're trading the unknown. We're trading what they call that hard right edge, right? We don't know what's going to happen. Everyone can look at a chart and say, yeah, you should have got long right here. At the end of the day, it's real easy to see. But when it's unfolding, it's not as easy to see. Anyway, having said that, you've heard me say my bounce plays. I had this on Bounce Watch. What I want to see is an afternoon high of day break, kind of close to the close. And I got a couple thank yous in chat because I had told everybody that, in the video last night. But I was not in the office at the exact moment when I would have grabbed this. Basically, probably through 49 with the high of day above. And look what it did. And it really, really went all the way to 59-ish, right? Almost $10 from where I would have grabbed it. And I know I saw Wayne nailed this. He tweeted the entry. A couple other people thanked me for having it on the list. But I feel like a schmuck because that's a huge move. And I missed it because I wasn't at my desk. So, again, I'm going to watch it again tomorrow because it had this monster move to almost 100, then came back down, bounced off the 8-day, and is curling back up. But such a big move today that I feel like a chaser trading it tomorrow, but maybe gives an A+ setup. All right. Anyway, GBR, decent volume closing well off its highs, but look what GBR did back here. I am not saying it's going to do that tomorrow, but even this candle here was 466 to 890 on an intraday range, and it's coming out of a long base. So if oil is strong at all, GBR could have a second day in it. QFIN. Big day today, near, I don't know if that's all-time highs. Let's go to weekly candles. Yeah, near all-time highs. A strong day, so we're going to watch that. And a couple more. PIRS, nothing real pretty here, but it's just putting consecutive lower highs since the big move and then the gap up the next day. So this is on Bounce Watch. It did have good news about a week ago. And then lastly, I'm going to put UPST on watch, which had a really nice move, broke out to all-time highs 3 sessions ago. And now you've got 2 days lower, kind of on declining volume. So I'm going to look for that one, potential bounce play tomorrow. And that's it. There's plenty to watch. And, let's stay vigilant. Let's stay awake. Let's stay alert because there are some really nice moves. And this could be hopefully, I don't want to jinx it, but this could be a fantastic summer. So let's stay focused tomorrow. I'm done babbling. We'll see you guys in the chat room.